Back to my Cringy Skyrim playthrough. We are on part 3 today. Yeah, so last time we ended the video, I realized that I accidentally double stacked overhaul mods on Morthal. So like buildings were like mushed into each other and like there's just some stuff messed up. I've gone through my load order and found the mod that was causing the issue and fixed it. So hopefully that has changed, that has solved that problem, and everything is back to the way it should be. So today's, little journal conversation is probably going to be a little bit different than what I've been talking about so far, because today's just doesn't feel like a good day for me. I canceled my eye doctor appointment for multiple reasons. First, which being that why am I locked in place like this? Oh shit! It's fucking shite. Okay, let's see if I do this, if it'll fix it. Okay, no. Okay, we have an issue. This is cringy, right? Let's see, is there a save from when I entered Morthal? There is a save from me in Whiterun. Let's reload that. We'll start and we'll go from there. Okay, so that was kind of cringy. But yeah, I canceled my eye doctor appointment because I checked the weather, and I mean I rescheduled it for tomorrow, but I checked the weather and there was like rolling thunderstorms in my area today, and I just didn't feel comfortable driving on the roads with like the rain and the thunder and stuff. Another issue is like I'm starting to have some reoccurring pain issues coming back from a wisdom teeth surgery, and I think it's my fault. I think that I tried to like kind of go back into my normal eating habits a little too quickly. I'm starting to notice some discomfort on my right side especially, so it kind of worried me, and I'm noticed that I was bleeding a little bit, not a whole lot, but I looked it up and it said that bleeding is gonna be a common thing that'll happen like even 3 weeks after the surgery, because I mean it's a very traumatic experience. They literally go in and they cut out a tooth, and so it leaves your bone exposed because they have to sew you back up. So the stitches have melted and stuff like that, they dissolved, but I'm still gonna have issues, and I think I may have accelerated some problems by thinking that I was safe enough to start eating more complex foods again than I should have been, and that was my bad. So probably gonna be back to a mushy food diet, like soup and applesauce for the next few days again, which is kind of, it's kind of saddening to myself, because I love food. I'm a foodie, and last night like I was looking up like food. I was like, oh, I wonder what I might eat like tomorrow or something, and I saw that Taco Bell is doing this this grilled cheese burrito meal right now, and it looks so good. And I'm not a big burrito person, but I was like, because I usually when I think burrito I think beans, and I didn't want to have that association, but I checked, like it doesn't come with beans. It's just there. So here's our merchant.
Yes, some may call this junk. Me,
who we
I
can
call them treasures.
Buy stuff from. Definitely gonna, go ahead and sell all of these to her. One-handed attacks do 15% more damage. I should probably wear that. Hold what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Taco Bell, like they have this, it's like a stuffed burrito with, the rice, the ground beef, the red strips, the tortilla strips, I guess, and they cover it with cheese and then they grill it on top, so it just looks so good. And it comes with a $5 box, which I love. $5 boxes from Taco Bell. I think that's probably the best invention they've ever made, because it's a good amount of food for literally only $5 plus tax, but $5. And I'm thinking now I really shouldn't be eating that right now, because
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
I don't want to risk having any more issues right now.
Moving up in the world, eh? Looks
Another
like
place I really wanted to,
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. Not in
eat
Mortal or Skyrim.
after. I'm gonna go ahead and sit here real quick and let my coldness go away. There's I think, yeah, responding to a blizzard, so I'm gonna sit by this breezer for a minute. Was Panera Bread? Yes, Panera Bread. That was another place I really wanted to wanted to eat. My friend Ilana got me into it. Back when I was back before COVID, pre-COVID, I was having theater, and I was in a show called Nathan the Wise, and Ilana was one of my castmates, but she was also like a friend I had made in my realism class, and we actually got really close, and I'm really thankful that I met her. She's a great girl, amazing person, and a really talented actress. And
unless it's about the meal,
it was like before our call time, actually no, it was during the rehearsal process. There was a one day where we had to start wearing like rehearsal clothing, to try and get used to what our costumes would feel like when we actually got them. And one thing that our stage manager asked us to do was she wanted us to find like maxi skirts, like really long flowy skirts, or like long wide-legged pants that have flowy fabrics, because everybody was going to have like really long robes and really long dresses and skirts and pants and stuff. So we went to like Thrift Giant, and I bought like a $2 like red, just scarlet red maxi skirt. It was really ugly, but I was like, it'll work, And after that, she was like, have you had Panera Bread before? And I was like, no, I've never tried it. And so we went there, and I wasn't super hungry, but I got like a dessert, and I loved the overall aspect of the place. It was so fun, so mellow. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to, like, next time I'm hungry, I have to try this, because I looked up the menu while I was, like, after my surgery, because I was like, I wonder what else they have besides dessert and soup. And they have, like, all kinds of sandwiches and stuff, and there was one sandwich I was looking at, it was a panini, and it had, like, grilled chicken, and tomatoes, and cheese, and stuff, and chipotle mayo, or something like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I have to have you. So, and I'm a little disappointed that I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer to indulge in that, because it sounds so good, it's making me hungry just thinking about it. But, unfortunately, I don't want to risk anything bad happening to my mouth right now, and I just, it's just going to take a little bit longer, and I'm going to have to accept that. Another reason why today is probably going to be more of a not somber, but just like duller note, I guess, is because I just don't feel good, like, mentally. And I say that because I truly think I don't think I have, like, depression, but I know I have something wrong with me, and I think it's from me using a certain medication. So I use Montelukast, which is supposed to help with my asthma, you know? And I haven't, you know, I shouldn't be taking it because I need to take it for my asthma, obviously, but we learned that there is a side effect from it where people just have really bad depressive episodes. So just like getting upset, not having really real reason why, and just, you know, I've been experiencing that for a long time. Ever since, you know, like since I was a teenager, and I couldn't explain why. And we always drummed it up to, well, teenagers have mood swings, and that's true. People have mood swings. I have mood swings. Everyone does, but for me, it wouldn't just be mood swings. I would just get extremely upset over the simplest things, and it still happens. And we don't know, I don't know why. No one knows why. But now we do know why. It's the Montaloo cast. But I can't not take it. I need it for my asthma. The last place I want to end up right now is a hospital, especially with all this shit going on. So I think today is one of those days, and I think the best way to counter that is to talk about it. So that's what I'll do. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these arrows just in case I run out of steel ones. Okay, so Skyrim quest line update. So we're here to get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller for the Greybeards, and it's led us to Ustengrav, which, as we can see, is being taken over by a group of necromancers who we don't really know why they're there. I assume because they're using necromancy as a way to establish slave labor, like they use the bodies of their victims to excavate the ruins. So they're looking for something, but are they looking for what we're looking for? We never really find that out, but I guess it doesn't really matter because our plan is to kill them anyway. Now, I'm not going to kill them here.
These thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
There's some storyline context here.
I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
But they're about to leave because they're going to hear something, so we're just going to wait for them to leave.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
Come on. It's gonna take a minute,
each time you raise
but I mean, they aren't too hard to take out. But I'd rather let the Draugr fight them.
A pickaxe where I tell them they're as smart as we need them to be.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see. These can tend to themselves for a few minutes.
Okay, so they're gonna run off and join their friends, and hopefully the Draugr will kill them. I think the Draugr will be strong enough to take them out. Because, and this was a point I meant to bring up during part 1 that I never did. Magic in Skyrim is not that powerful in this game. Like, even the most powerful spells, it just seems like so much easier to use conventional weapons than magic. Even though magic has its uses for sure. And I've downloaded a mod to where, it's not a mod, it's a creation, ooh, hello. Take those. It's a creation club mod for, it adds new spells to the game, and it also adds like new robes and stuff like that, which is cool. So hopefully that will help us out. And I would say it does. I've played as a mage with those mods, so they're very beneficial. And unique spells, so it's fun. Always fun to have new stuff. Another good thing about these mages is that they carry alchemical ingredients, so that'll be helpful for me. Yeah, so they're fighting up ahead. I'm gonna let them kill each other for now. I'll come in and... ooh, shit. Didn't expect that to happen. They're still fighting, so I assume... Oh. Are they still fighting? Yeah, they're still fighting. I think the fighting's over. Okay, so the mage is won. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Okay, Lydia charged in to help. So the mages won. That's crazy. The mages usually die. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the ranged combat for now because I don't want to get too close to them. So at least this way we have a chance to dodge her spells. Okay, here she comes. I'll go ahead and poison my dagger. And then... yeah, she killed herself too. They'll die, yeah. The cool thing about necromancy is they made it a lot more realistic in this game in terms of like if the caster dies, their victim dies too. Again. Luckily, I'm glad that they like... people ask like, well, like why are all these ruins have torches and stuff if they're supposed to be abandoned? I think lore-wise, the Draugr like reanimate themselves and tend to them. Like they'll light the fires and stuff, which is fine. I'm okay with that because that makes it warm and it makes it more sustainable in a survival situation. And luckily, when we get tired, I don't have to waste camping supplies because they have a camp set up right outside, so we can at least rest up a teensy bit. Issue with resting up in random placed camps is that you don't get the fully rested bonus. You know what I just realized? When I become a werewolf, I'm going to I'm not gonna be able to fully recover my magicka. Because when you're a werewolf, you can't sleep well. Because the wolf blood calls to you or something like that. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I was having like some sort of stinginess in the back of my throat when I was swallowing. I want to make sure I wasn't like injured, so I had to put gauze in my mouth. But I checked and there's no blood on the gauze, so I'm fine, I guess. This is what I'm talking about, though. I'm kind of an idiot. I should have waited longer to start eating solid food again, because now I'm worried every 5 seconds that I'm bleeding and then I'm about to dry socket. My mom promised me though that I probably won't dry socket because when it happens you're in a lot of really bad pain, so that's good to know. Finding lots of gems. This is good because I need more money. I want to buy that Whiterun house so I can start storing stuff that I'm not using. And I like Whiterun because it's a nice centralized location. You can get... It's also the biggest hold, so there's a lot to do there. And it's the easiest town to navigate in my opinion because it's structured very simple. Like, bottom tier, you've got all the shops. And your house is also located right next to the market, so it's super easy to get to the merchants. Another benefit is that it's I think it's this relatively, it's not relatively, I wouldn't say a small town, but it's a simple house. Like, it won't have an enchanting station, unfortunately, but I can always just run up to Dragon's Reach and use theirs. So that's no big problem. Where the hell am I supposed to go? This is where we come out from when we leave. I'm trying to figure out, where do I go from here? Oh, okay, we go back here. I don't know why that was so hard for me to remember. I'm gonna go ahead and go back into stealth, because they do pop up, the enemies do pop up, like that. I should be wearing that ring. I don't know why I'm not wearing it. Oh, did I? No, it's an apparel. Minor welding. Okay, so my daggers should do a little better. Unfortunately, poison doesn't work against the undead. So we'll let Lydia fight them head on while I support her from the rear. Let her take all the damage. She is, in technical terms, our tank. What the hell did I just grab? Oh great, I don't know what I grabbed. Was it a weapon? Yeah, I don't need that. You can have that. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna have to make some soup here in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and get through the stream. I don't think the stream's gonna be as long today. I have to drop that book. And I guess people could argue that, oh, you sound like you're out of it. I am a little out of it today. And that's, you know, like I said, I'm just not in the best mood today. Today's not a really good day for me. I honestly thought about not streaming, but I wanted to go ahead and just get this all off my chest now. So that way I'm not making a big deal about it later. My mom bought me some gauze, just in case I'm bleeding, in case I start bleeding and it gets worse, which is nice of her. I appreciate that. But there was something else I wanted to talk about today, and it's a little heavy.
Anything quite like that.
So, I think, as people might know, and I say people because I don't know who watches these videos, if anybody watches them at all. Like I said, I tell my friends, hey, I'm broadcasting, watch, don't watch. Watch it live, watch it when I'm done, whatever. Okay. Dark pressure plates mean no. White pressure plates mean yes. That was bad. Yeah, as we know, over the weekend, there were a lot of mass shootings that happened in multiple cities across the country throughout the holiday weekend, and a lot of people died. No one's talking about them, I noticed. Like, the news is usually, like, especially like the more liberalized news channels like MSNBC and CNN are hopping on the fact that shootings happened, and that's not happening today. That didn't happen. Instead, they are still more or less concerned about the rising coronavirus concerns and also the back to school problems that people are going to have because of how they have to do the back to school situation this year. And while I agree COVID is still an issue, like, mass shootings have been happening in our country for years now. Like, even like back before we even coined it as a term. And you know, this situation was no different, you know, like people got hurt and people got killed because of some asshole. And it breaks my heart to know that we have people who run this country who see that and think, yeah, that's okay. Because it's essentially what happens. That's what happened with the school shooting in Florida. Like, people acted like they did not care that children lost their lives. You know? That friends lost friends, that student, you know, and I think, if I remember correctly, 2 people committed suicide out of that school shooting because they were racked with PTSD and survivor's guilt. So it just goes to show, it's not just, you know, the victims of school shooters. They don't just stop at the people who died in the shooting. People suffer long through it. And that's an issue that needs to change. And people keep trying to defend it like saying that it's not the guns that are killing people, people are killing people. But people are killing people with guns. That's how it goes. They're using guns as the weapon, and people like to defend, well, people use cars to kill people, and people use knives to kill people, and people use this to kill people. But that's not what's killing multiple groups of people in enclosed spaces where they shouldn't be dying. Someone runs somebody over with a car, whether it's on accident or on purpose, you know, that's one thing. But for you to enter a school and kill like 14, 15, 16 people and injure like another 20 or 30, that should not happen in a school. Or the Las Vegas shooting, coined as the worst mass shooting in our country's history up to date. And that guy had all kinds of shit stored in that hotel room that they didn't even like think to look through. Mind-boggling to me. You know? Like, I don't know. And I get, you know, and I'm not here to sit there and say we need to like take away all the guns. That's not what I'm saying. But there are certain weapons that should not be in civilian hands, like AK-47s, bump stocks, AR-15s. If you have to sit there and tell me that you need an AR-15 to hunt with, you should probably stop hunting, because the AR-15 is not a hunting rifle unless you're hunting people in buildings. And then you have bump stocks that make semi-automatic weapons fully automatic. How are you gonna say that you need a fully automatic gun to hunt? I've shot guns before, in real life and in video games, and if there's one thing that I know about fully automatic weapons, recoil makes it harder to aim properly if you're firing a full round. So unless you're firing from the hip, like you're legit just not aiming and you're just like spraying and praying. If you're trying to spray and pray when you hunt, you're not. First of all, you're not hunting. You're just wasting time. Like that defense needs to get thrown out the door. But like again, like no one talked about these shootings, and they happen in multiple cities on Independence Day of all places. Literally, the purge happened over the weekend, and people didn't care. I'm like, how did that happen? How did that get to slip by? Because of the pandemic. Because now, the virus is the most polarizing issue that's happening. And people who are super political for the right or wrong reasons, they're going to politicize things one way or another. Like, they'll politicize fucking toilet paper if you let them. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. So I think what I need to do is I need to sprint through these sensor stones and then whirlwind sprint through the gate. Not like that though. I'm getting hungry. Let's eat more food. I have to wait for my shout to cool down again though. There is a word of power down there though. I'm gonna go grab that. I always miss that, and I'm not gonna miss it this time. Okay, there's a path to the right up here. I'm gonna stick with the idea of like just doing one quest per part, give or take, and then ending the video around there, because I don't, again, like I said in the last part, I don't want the videos to be too long. For my sake and for reviewing's sake. Okay, we learned to become ethereal, which is a helpful mod if you're trying to run away. But that's really the only point to use this mod. See, I can't even think straight today. It's a useful shout if you're trying to flee from a fight, but it has no other purpose than that. Because it turns you into a form that cannot be injured nor can injure. So you can't use any weapons or magic, but you also can't take any damage. So that's literally all it does. It stops you from taking damage. It's like passive mode in GTA.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the shout. We're gonna go in stealth because there's a frostbite speeders up here. So the rift in Dead by Daylight is almost done. I think it's on like a day and a half left, and I'm quite pleased with the results that I've gotten out of the Rift. I really liked all of the skins that got released this time around for both the killer and the survivors, and the challenges weren't too difficult in my opinion, but that's coming from somebody who's played the game for years. I've played Dead by Daylight for a long time now, so it wasn't that difficult for me to play it and beat it. But yeah, like I enjoy playing the game, and even to this day, and it's like, it's not like it's a they release new content, but it's kind of like more or less the game stays the same every time. But they're talking about how they're going to do like another graphic overhaul and make the game look better, which that
quite like that
I'm excited for. I will say this sequence right here was pretty impressive. I thought that was pretty cool for like, it's a fun end to a dungeon. And then we get up here and it's, oh no, there's no horn. Someone took it and they want to meet with me in Riverwood. Which means I have to fucking go all the way back to Riverwood. So we have some traveling. What I might do is I might travel back to Morthal and then take the carriage to Whiterun. That might be the best option. Of course I could just walk all the way there. That's always a fun thing too. otherwise this is gonna be a short part today. But even then, like, even if I just walk all the way to Riverwood, it'll still be short in terms of story progression, just long in terms of me running around saying random shit. And I don't know, it's not that I don't have a lot to say today, it's just, like I said, I'm just kind of out of it. But I wanted to talk about what I needed to talk about, and I've accomplished that, so. And I realized that I kind of go off the handle and I change subjects kind of rapidly when I'm doing this. And I think it's because my focus has been shifting a lot. Like, I don't know, I just have a lot to say. But I feel like for some reason I'm so short on time, I want to get all the important bits out before I ramble on too much. I don't know. I do know one thing. I'm ready for this whole Wisdom Teeth debacle to be over with. I'm so, like, over this, you know? Yeah, okay, so we already cleaned this area out, so we've finished Usengrav, so that's done. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my original plan. I'm gonna hike back to Morthal. What I might do is rest at Morthal for my character's sake, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll rest at Morthal, and then we will. Let's see, where's Morthal on the map from here? No map. Okay, Morthal is back this way. I know. I don't want to fast travel. I want to. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to put a marker. Because I could rest there, but I'm not going to get the full rested bonus. And besides, there's an alchemist in Morthal, and I want to sell off my potions. But yeah, not a lot to talk about today. I'm going to, after this, I'm going to make myself some lunch. It'll probably be soup for the next couple of days, just, you know, to be safe. At least soup for today. I think tomorrow I'll be okay. But soup for today. Hope maybe tomorrow I'll try to convince my aunt to let me get Taco Bell. If she doesn't want to get it, then I'll just buy it myself. I have my eye appointment tomorrow, so that'll be something I can do, is pick up lunch after my eye appointment. I can convince her to let me do that. That'll be fun. And then I'll just go get Taco Bell for me. If they don't want it, they can have something else. Oh shit, where am I going? I'm going the wrong fucking way. I'm following the wrong marker. It's a good thing I saw that and changed where I was going, because... Oh shit, the cars. Yeah, this is for Mirwatch, which... Much as I would love to... Yeah, that thing can kill me pretty fast, so I think for now I'm gonna leave Mirwatch alone, as much as I would love to unlock that house right now. That thing can kill me in 2 hits. So I really don't want to deal with it. Even with Lydia here, it's probably what'll happen is it'll ignore me. It'll ignore her and go for me anyway, so it's just better if I just head back to Morthal. We'll get a player house pretty soon. I think, yeah, I have enough to not only buy the house in Whiterun, but also buy the furnishings, so I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. Oh wait, I can't use a carriage from fucking Morthal? I'm gonna have to fucking hike back to Whiterun no matter what. That's what does suck. There's only 5, that means there's only 5 fast travel locations in Skyrim with survival mode, and that's the main cities. And Morthal is considered not a hub city, which kind of sucks. So what I'll do, yeah, I know I'm freezing. You can hear my character shivering. I'm gonna rent a room at the inn, rest up, level up, and then tomorrow we're gonna hike back to Whiterun. We'll buy the house, we'll store some stuff there,
If you need any alchemy supplies,
then
I do
we'll
my best to provide it.
go down to Riverwood and finish the quest, and we'll call it a day.
Jürgen and I both work hard, all the time. Mortal is important.
And to increase the warming up, we're just gonna stand on top of the fire. Not very realistic, but you know, it's gonna make my life easier. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons why I decided to pick a Nord, because look how fast I was freezing. And that's with having increased resistance to cold. Imagine if I was anybody but a fucking Nord. I would be a dead man. Which makes it hard to travel around Winterhold, actually, because Winterhold and Windhelm, because they're the coldest locations on the map. It's really difficult to travel there. So, but I think as I level up, I'm gonna get better gear, and I think with armor, the better the armor, the better the warmth rating. Of course, I could be wrong, because these are elven boots, which are somewhat high level, I would say, and these are hide, which are like starting out gear, and they have the same warmth rating. So I don't know, we'll find out.
There ain't much to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room.
Go ahead and like inquire about the burned down house to start down the
it burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife
story.
and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed. Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself. That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day.
This is a sad storyline, though.
It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that.
Yeah, and of course they can't prove he murdered them.
Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did,
murder mystery, though.
Might even pay to find out.
Scandalous. Okay, I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
And then, of course, we have Lurberg the Bard way over there. He is actually going to be an assassination target later.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
So that'll be funny to go after him. And I like how they with the mod, the better dressed NPCs, they gave him Shea Gorath's outfit, so he looks more like a jester than a bard. Okay, so what did we level up last time? I really should level up my lock picking, but I think we did what, one-handed last time. We're gonna go to archery this time. Oh, but I can't level anything. I don't want to. I want to save these, like these 1 out of 5 perks for later. I want to like get to like the top, like first before I finish those. We're gonna go with muffled movement. We're gonna use our armor noise, so that'll be helpful. Which, if you're wearing light armor, you don't make nearly as much noise than if you wear heavy armor. But it does help reduce the amount of noise, which allows you to move more quietly and gets you in a better position for backstabs. Yes, so yeah, sneak attacks with one-handed weapons that do 6 times damage, and then sneak attacks with daggers now do a total of 15 times normal damage. That's what we want, and that's why I'm going to be using daggers, because that's insane damage right there, especially if I'm going to be using a dagger that I've upgraded via Forge Work.
Well, aren't you the handsome one? You and I should spend some time together.
I don't know if they made her actually. Yeah, okay.
But if you want a place
the people here work so hard, and they never allow themselves a moment of fun. It's such a pity.
She's supposed to be a vampire.
It won't last forever, though.
But I think she's a vampire's thrall.
These people are like cattle.
Yeah.
All they do is work, sleep, and eat.
I think that she's a thrall. Not really a vampire. People keep saying that she was a vampire, but she doesn't look like one. So I assume that she's a thrall, and that because like we said, there's Morvath's lair. That's the vampire's lair. But and we're not gonna go there right now because I want to go. Actually, I'm gonna eat that because I can't cook it over the fire. I hope I didn't get sick from that. I think as long as I don't eat like a bunch of raw meat, I should be okay. Okay, so now we have to start the hike back to Whiterun. That's gonna be fun and long, and I'm probably gonna have to stop to make camp a lot. But let's get to it. Yeah, the air is treacherously cold. I'm gonna be freezing before I even leave the town. But there's no carriage here, so... Oh yeah, the Dawn Guard rumors are also starting up now, so we're gonna get to do with that. I think what I should do is also, I need to invest in a horse to help me travel faster. The thing with that, with the horses that sucks is Lydia wouldn't have one, and she would be lagging behind so badly that if I get into trouble and I need her to help fight, she won't be anywhere around to help, and I'll probably die. I mean, the horse could fight too, but the horse won't do much damage, and I don't want to risk the horse dying, because I don't know if the No More Dead Followers applies to the horses you buy. I'll have to look into that. Okay, I'm going to have to take a quick minute here and travel, quote-unquote, blind. I've been having... So, when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, they removed my glasses, you know? And they never gave them back to me. So when I woke up on my way home, you know, when I got home, I didn't have my glasses, and I have this backup pair. And this is probably the crappiest pair of glasses I've ever owned. Because when I first got them, so they're like metallic, they're like gold metal with painted frames. Oh shit, there's a crossroads here. I'm gonna go this way. They're painted gold, and they're metallic wire frames. So before I knew better, I was working out, using them to work out and stuff, and the paint melted off and the metal started to rust, which is bad. Okay, so these are going to take me to a ruin. I don't want to go that way. I'm going to go back. I can't afford to backtrack like this. And what really sucks is I'm taking a break, and I'll get to that. So, as I was saying, the metal would rust off, and it was causing like an allergic reaction or something on my skin. Like the skin on my face, where the frames would be, was like burning and really painful and uncomfortable. So I had a solution to. I went and like talked to another America's Best, and they actually offered to just give me new frames for free. Because I talked to them, it's like this, you know, it's causing me pain, and they were like, they shouldn't have given you these. Is what the lady told me. They said they shouldn't have given these to you. So they said we will take them from you. I'm gonna stop to rest at Stonehenge. Try and recover a little bit of the warmth that I've lost. There's gotta be there's gotta be a campfire here. We're gonna take a quick break here while I get to what I'm going to, the whole point of the story. Anyways, so you know, before I went and got new frames, I would put clear nail polish on the sides to cover up the rusted metal, and it worked for a while. But you know, I lost my glasses, so I had these as a backup. And so my aunt cleaned them for me, but when she cleaned them, she unintentionally cleaned off the clear nail polish that was covering them. So now I have to cover them with Band-Aids until tomorrow when I go to get... Well, not even tomorrow, I'm going to have to cover them with Band-Aids until I get my new glasses. And my headset is like an actual headset. It goes over my head. And it's a wireless headset. And so when I put my glasses on, like, I don't know what it is, but the frame, I guess the headset and the frames, they press together and they like push against my head, and it causes a lot of pain after a while. So I have to like stop and take them off and like give my head a few minutes to rest, and then I have to put them back on because I need to see. So a lot of issues I'm having. I'm not in a good way right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this grindstone. I think I can improve my weapons right now. Yes, I can. Definitely want to go ahead and upgrade these daggers. That was a good idea on my part. Yeah, so now they both do a little bit more damage, which I'm very happy for. I'm gonna go ahead and take that random marker off my map because I don't want to get confused again like I did last time. Okay, there we go, on the road again. And then if we get to a point where I'm freezing to death and we can't stop anywhere, I'll just use a campsite. But yeah, so I just having a lot of problems right now, but I'm, you know, trying to look on the positives. One of which being I don't have COVID, and I'm probably not going to get it because I'm smart. I'm not going to places I shouldn't be going to. Well, on the bright side, oh, you do a lot of damage. Yeah, go play with Lydia. No, go play with Lydia. Lydia! Let him fight you, please, honey. I really don't want him fighting me. I'm gonna kite him while she fights him. I want his attention focused on her. So I can go up from behind like this. Thinking smarter, not harder. Because those guys, high level enemies right now especially, they're gonna fucking destroy me. Okay, a cart full of supplies. I like this. I wonder though how this is going to affect using beneficial potions in the future when I become a werewolf, and if I'm gonna wanna keep being a werewolf for the werewolf benefits. But we're nowhere near that point yet, so if anything I'll become a vampire before I become a werewolf. But I don't even want to be a vampire really. Uh-oh. Ooh, painful experience about to happen here. Okay. Take the pellet. I'm running out of carry space, so this is a good idea for me to buy that house in Whiterun and go ahead and store some stuff in there for now. Okay, it's saying, ah, damn it, I'm going the complete wrong way. This is shitty. I keep getting, like, turned around and backtracked. Because this is the only road, though. There's no other, like, if I go this way, it's not going to take me where I need to go. I need to go south. But when I go south, I end up running into another area that's not where I want to go. So I'm like not at all happy right now. And this is not an excuse of me trying to extend the length of the video. I don't want to do that. Let's see. I'm slowly getting better about the whole not letting things get to me as easily, and it's because I'm not taking my Onto the Cast every day. I'm taking it like every other day to try and like help cull the mood swings. it seems to be helping, but I'm just worried about issues happening down the line that I can't control, and I don't want that. Okay, this seems like the right way. Okay, see, that's why I got turned around. But see, if I keep heading this way, I'm gonna end up back in Morthal. So I guess I'm gonna just have to go this way.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque?
Oh.
I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me. I am one of the afflicted.
This is another
I'd have been
Daedric
dead from this plague a year ago
artifact
if not for
quest.
Peryite's protection. Returning to High Rock, our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Peryite's wrath may consume those who remain. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
So that's another Daedric quest that I'm not really gonna do yet. I'm gonna save the Daedric quests and stuff for later because they're a lot of them are really difficult to do. There is one called the for the Ring of Namira, which is you can become a cannibal, which is interesting. But what sucks is like you don't have the choice to become a cannibal. That you get the Ring of Namira, and you're just a cannibal now. Which is one of the reasons why I really don't like doing the quest. Am I gonna have to cut through this ruin to get to Whiterun? I really hope that that's not the case. I really don't want to do that. But the way they were having me go with the road is it was gonna have me go to Dawnstar and then have me cut through. This is Labyrinthian. Yep. This is the quote-unquote shortcut to... But the issue is, it is full of frost trolls, and I don't have the patience nor the desire to fight them right now. So we're just gonna hightail it. Oh, there's another one. Fuck. I'm gonna take some stamina potions. So we're trying to get the fuck out of here. So this area is actually a quest location for College of Winterhold, which I don't know if I'm gonna actually tackle on this playthrough because my character's not a magic-based character. I might do it for completionist's sake because what I do like is that even though it's magic-based quest, you can complete it with minimal effort. Like you don't really have to be a skilled mage. But in terms of lore, like when you finish it, they make you the Archmage. I think I'm gonna. Hello. Goodbye. I'm gonna go ahead and make camp here because it's an open area. The last time I made camp it was in like tall grass and that just didn't look right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, we've got camp. Gonna sit on the crate. I think it's warm enough to the fire. Yeah, it's warm enough to the fire. We're far enough away from the library that we won't be too close to the trolls, so... We'll just go ahead and warm up. Lydia's raving. I don't know why she's raving, but she is. Yeah, the amount of food we can cook with the campfire is very limited. It's really just the roasted meats, which that's fine. A lot of them are what give us our mainstay of hunger anyway. Okay, so we did that. I'm gonna go ahead and just rest now for a little while. just to keep, us refreshed. We're gonna go ahead and break camp, and we're gonna move on. We are now an hour into the stream. It probably won't be much longer that we do this, but considering how I'm gonna be, I still have to make it to Whiterun, which I'm gonna go ahead and mark Whiterun on my map, because that's where I want to go. Because I have enough to buy the house. I want to go ahead and buy the house so I have another place to sleep and store stuff. My goal is to get all of the houses in every city. I really actually, it's because I actually really do want to do that. But we'll start off with the cheapest. I think it goes like, I think in terms of price, it's Whiterun, Riften, Markarth, Windhelm, and Solitude in that order, in terms of how expensive the houses are. I really don't want to deal with those bandits right now, I just want to get out of here. Ow. I'm not even fighting you guys, y'all can just leave us alone. Lydia might try to fight you. Oh no, now little mud crab wants me dead too. Everybody wants me dead. I remember in Oblivion, if you put the difficulty like up to its highest like level, a rat could kill you at level 1. Level 1 rat would do you in. Just one bite, that's all it took. It was like Plague Tale Innocence, like how the rats just swarm you and you're dead. I always thought that was pretty funny. I don't think it's like that as much here in Skyrim. I think the skeevers die relatively easy no matter what difficulty you're on. And which, let's see, what difficulty do I actually have this game plan? I have it on Adept, which is like normal. Which actually is fine. In terms of combat difficulty, that's fine, because it makes it more realistic for the survival aspect. You know, some fights you ain't gonna be able to win. You might want to be better off walking away from. Another reason why I want to have Lydia with me, because if nothing else, she's a good distraction. Because that's the one thing that'll do you in with fights, is the enemies just focusing all their attention on you. But if you have a companion and they're targeting your companion, then you can at least flank them and get an advantage that way. Because that bandit thug, if Lady was not with me, I would not be fighting him. I would have run away from him. Who the fuck designed those alchemy tables? They're so dark fantasy it reeks. They are pretty weird looking, but they're pretty cool at the same time. Hello, Whiterun. Also, Whiterun's a warm city. It's in the tundra, which is like the warmest region, so...
Ah! Dead body! Oh, what happened?
It's not really hard to maneuver around the city. You can die just walking around Windhelm if you stay away from the braziers. But like in Morthal too, I was close to dying. I was literally freezing to death out there before I got to the end.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
I need new armor. I need to skin some of the things I've killed and make armor out of it, because this Imperial armor is just too weak. It's not cutting it anymore. I'm level 10 and I haven't found anything good. So I'll probably make some leather armor. I want to keep my high bracers though, because I like the lockpicking bonus. Okay, I have to talk to this guy.
All this standing around is rubbish. I serve Jarl Balgruuf.
There's a house available. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
I'd like to decorate my home.
I'll be glad to help you. And of course, now, what would you like to purchase?
I don't think I'm gonna have my kids living here, so...
Very well. I'll make the arrangement.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Is
just
there
get the
anything
alchemy
else you'd
lab.
like to purchase? Very
Loft
well.
decorations,
Is
sure.
there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Dining room
Very well.
decorations.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Bedroom
Very well.
furnishings.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Living
Very
room.
well. I'll make the arrangements. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
And finally,
Very
kitchen.
well. I'll make the. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Nope.
As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home. Enjoy your visit to Dragon City.
Okay, so hey, milestone done. We got the first house relatively early in the game's progression, and it's all furnished.
Glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. These poor sods don't even have a ward.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
So let's go check out our new digs. I'll prepare for the short hike to Riverwood. And then when we meet with whoever took the horn, we will, I think that'll be the end of the quest.
What are you looking at?
Or it won't be the end of Jurgen Windcaller, but because, like, the way it's structured, it automatically starts you on a new quest, so we'll go ahead and just stop it there anyway. So this house is pretty cute. Good starter home, and I have books that I want to get rid of, because books do weigh you down, so I'm going to go ahead and store my fancy books I don't want to hold on to. That'll shed a few pounds. We're going to store the non-important stuff up here first, and then eventually I'm going to go through and I need to give Lydia the woodcutting axe. I think really the only thing I need to store is the cave bear pelts right now, because I don't need them. I'm gonna skin those pelts. I don't really need soul gems right now because I don't have any enchanted weapons. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna skin that. Ingredients. I'm gonna go do some alchemy. I'll do alchemy and then I'll store whatever I don't use up here. I'm gonna keep the scrolls because I want to sell them and they're relatively light. They're easy to sell. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sell that too. Okay, so I have my plan. We're gonna go downstairs, make some potions. Gonna put this back up here where it belongs. Okay, I'm back. Another family interruption. Not an interruption, but just like, I'm gonna call it an interruption because I came in. But anyways, we are almost done here. I'm gonna go ahead and make some poisons because I wanna have that benefit. I'm gonna have alchemy maxed out before I have anything else maxed out in this game. And the benefit is I can rest here without having to worry about anything. Oh, shit, the alchemy amulet. I need to be wearing it. I keep forgetting to wear it. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks that I realized that after I finished making all the decent potions, but we can go ahead and I'm gonna go through my ingredients and attempt to make random potions to free up some space. Okay. These potions of slow are so, like, valuable because I can make so many of them right now. Oh my god, I love that. I just love what I did there. Salt piles, like, I find it funny how it makes one of the most valuable potions, and it's one of the, like, easiest to find ingredients out there is fucking just salt pile. I spammed that shit too. I said, let's make some potions. Okay, we're gonna rest so we can level up. I guess I'll just put another point into alchemy. It's really the only thing I want to do. Go ahead and level up stamina. Alchemy. We're gonna do... I want to get this leveled up first, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Benefactor right now. So I want to get those, the more like, you know, compatible all the ingredients are, the bigger, better potions I can make and more of them. So I want to go ahead and get that experimenter leveled up ASAP. Okay, so I'm gonna start by selling. Is Adriana out here right now? Okay. Nope. Back out of that. I'm gonna skin my pelts, or tan my pelts, I guess I should say. 2 goat hide to make 1 leather? That's stupid. Okay. Go ahead and make some strips. And then, let's see, leather. I would do like these like replica armors, but they just don't feel very... Let's see, okay, 44, 17, 20, 17. I actually really do want to make a replica of Saber's Hide. I just want to see how it looks on a dude. I've only ever seen how it looks on female characters. So let's do that. It has about the same armor rating as leather armor. Vampire hood. But it'll look hot. Oof. He's got his thighs out. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. He's looks like a cave warrior, though. I don't like how it doesn't go with the elven boots. I know that for sure. Okay, we're probably gonna go ahead and just. I don't think I can afford armor, but I can afford more materials to make more armor.
We've got small weapons as well as big. The finest weapons and armor.
I'm gonna go ahead and strip for you. Oh, I can't sell the Saber's Hide because it's a replica. Oh, poop. Okay, well, just give me some leather. And the lockpick. And the silver ore so I can make jewelry. Guess I saw that goat hide, I can't really use it. Okay.
Good.
Good doing business with you. Oh, I'm still wearing Saber's Hide. I was like, ooh, am I naked? Nope, but pretty close. So I would say Saber's Hide is definitely cooler looking on a female character than on a male character. Because I don't like how deep that neckline is. I think it's kind of ridiculously looking, honestly. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just remake the leather boots. Because it doesn't look good with... doesn't look good with the elven. Kinda looks kinda dumb, so if we're gonna do an armor, we're gonna do a set. And then I'll just wear my bracers when I go to lockpick. That's better. That's much better. Much better for my character. Okay, let's go back. Sell him some junk.
You look like... Take a look.
You got hit. I look like I could wield a giant sword, but I don't. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and sell these bracers of lockpicking, because I'm gonna find more anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we still have some daylight. I want to make the most of this time as I can, so we're gonna... What time is it? 6:33. We are running out of time. get to general store, sell stuff there, get to alchemist, sell stuff there, and then we'll head to Riverwood and we'll end the video there.
Just about everybody in here. Everything. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I'm trying to like not take forever. Gonna go ahead and buy the potions. I don't have a lot of money left, but that's because, you know, I just bought a house. Oh, I should hold on. I'm gonna wear this real quick. Excuse me. Just give me 1 second, please.
Duke.
Okay, now that I can
trinkets,
get better
odds
deals,
and ends, that sort of thing.
now let's talk. Okay, I'll sell you that. Yeah, I don't need those. Yes. Oof, that just cleaned him out of inventory in terms of money. But I can still sell him a couple more things. I want to drain his pockets. Okay. Buy a bear pelt, because we needed bear pelts. We have 2 now, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I'm just looking just to see if there's anything else I could probably need from this guy. Okay.
Remember, I'll give you the best.
So alchemist will only be able to sell a few potions to her because alchemists have less money than general traders, which is unfortunate. I can't wait to get the perk where I can sell any kind of item to any kind of merchant.
You look rather pale. Take a look.
I could ask for alchemy training, and actually I'm gonna do that.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
There, and that'll increase her.
So you're an
yeah, look how much
alchemist
money she
then.
has now. It's literally like, oh, I'm investing in this bitch. Cause look what I'm about to do. I just got all my money back. That's so nice.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
All right, and we're gonna do it again.
Interested in my potions and ingredients?
Oh, I can level up again? Oh my god. I am just leveling. What sucks about this though is that I'm leveling really fast, but I'm leveling faster than I can handle. Because I'm gonna be really like squishy. All of my leveling knowledge is gonna be geared towards non-combat oriented skills. So I'm gonna probably spend a couple next skill point on probably on my armor, either my armor or my archery, something like that. I need to figure out what first though. Yes, take all my stuff because I need to not be weighed down. Alright, that's all we can do to her right now.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Okay, so scratch that. We're going to go back to the house, rest again, and then we're gonna head to Riverwood and end the video.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Yay. I hope that, I hope that, like, people come back to Dead by Daylight after this rift. I know one of my friends was talking about how he's probably not gonna do another rift for a while. Which I understand, they can be kind of taxing because they're not easy to do. Like, they're easy in terms of the challenges, in my opinion, aren't too difficult. It's more about having the time to do them, which is, for my friend especially because he works, a lot less applicable. So hopefully, am I already about to level? Wow, I'm almost level 13. Holy crap! Alchemy has been leveling me up real fast. I also have a mod. I remember now that I have a mod called Immersive Leveling, which actually levels up your character faster.
Fear not.
Not ridiculously fast, but fast enough. So I'm definitely gonna have to start investing into better gear because I think I should be using like dwarven and orcish weapons and stuff now. Like I should be at that damage range, and I'm still at steel, which is basically like still pretty basic. Okay, Riverwood. Let's do it. Luckily, Riverwood isn't too far away. It's literally right down the road. We're a little hungry, but that's okay. I don't expect us to be having any crazy fights anytime soon. So this is where the story starts to pick up. It doesn't feel like that because I'm doing survival, so I have to, you know, travel manually everywhere, but I'm fine with that because it gives me the excuse to be able to talk. I know I kept saying I don't want these videos to be long, but I've been pretty good about making them a relatively, like, the same time frame so far. So far the longest one has been part 1. And then part 2 is only off by like 10 minutes, so.
What do you need?
I'm excited for Wednesday, because, like I said, Kelvin's coming over. So we'll be able to hang out. I miss him. And my mom wants me to go pick up Subway for lunch, so there goes my whole plan about eating soup for the day. I'm just gonna, honestly, I'll just have to, like, chew slowly, monitor my chewing, and, just, like, not, just be a little bit more mindful about it. Yeah. I just love this game. I love this game so much. Especially the way I have it modded. Oh, hello.
Right. Hand over your valuables,
well,
or I'll gut you like a fish.
Couldn't you have appeared earlier when I didn't have...
Yeah, I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away.
Lydia, you're here, right? Good. You can kill him. Can you... Yes, go for her. While I do this to you. Well, thank you for giving me fucking elven armor after I've already sold the elven boots. Okay, so when I get to Riverwood, I think Alvor might have some refined moonstone. I can use that and make some elven armor. Kind of crappy that I invested in making leather armor, only to have to get rid of it literally 5 minutes later, but that's okay. Adapt and overcome. I'm gonna go ahead and equip it now. Which I appreciate. Elven armor actually looks pretty badass in Skyrim. It looked so ridiculous in Oblivion. Cause like they were trying to make it look like you were an eagle or something. So like, and what was weird about elven armor is it was the only armor set that didn't include a helmet. There was no helmet for elven armor because it was like a quest item, but there was only one. So, but elven armor, like the boots looked like fucking like claws. They had like 3 toes in the boots and stuff. I mean, like I get it, like you know, it looks very like feathery and eagle-like here too, but it looks. At least doesn't look like you're trying to mimic an animal. 'Cause that was fucking stupid. Alright, here we are. Almost done. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna say, hey, I'm here to talk to whoever took the horn. Like, I want to rent your attic room.
I'm the innkeeper.
And she's gonna say, we don't have an attic room.
Well, we don't have an attic room.
But you can have the one on the left.
You can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
And we're gonna wait in here. She's literally she's gonna walk in here. And then she's gonna say...
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
I think you're looking for this.
We need to talk. Follow me.
Alright, so Delphine wants me to follow her. We've technically started a new quest. Go ahead and activate it, and that concludes this part 3 of Cringy Skyrim. Hope everyone enjoyed, and have a good day.